Welcome back to the Daily Living Jewish Kids in Shulchan Aruch class. We are continuing with the laws of brachos. Today we are beginning section 56 of the Kids in Shulchan Aruch, which deals with if you made a mistake. What do you do now? Let's take a look. Let me share my screen. Okay. So, these are different scenarios. So if you ate any of these foods and you made the wrong bracha, we're going to find out what you need to do to get it right. So if you ate bread, cookies, pasta, grapes, fruits, vegetables, wine, or anything else, and in any of these instances you said the wrong bracha, let's see what there is to be done. If by mistake you said the bracha over bread, so you ate bread, you had challah or any regular bread, not snack bread but regular bread, and instead of making the regular bracha, which was hamaytzi lechem haaretz, you said the bracha b'nei b'zaydus. So instead of mentioning bread, which is what you were eating, you just said thank you Hashem for the different types of grains. So that works after the fact because bread is also types of grains. So although you didn't say the optimal bracha, it wasn't the most appropriate bracha, still since your bracha does make reference to bread, because bread is also made out of grains, the bracha will work. However, if you said food, so that was if you said over bread, the bracha bari b'nei b'zaydus. What about the reverse? What happens if you are having cookies and you said the bracha habaytzi lechem min haaretz? So you had cookies and you thanked Hashem for bread. As long as it's baked, we're still going to consider it like bread, because remember, cookies is like bread except it's like snack bread. It was baked with the grains, but since it was made to be eaten as a snack, therefore usually you would make a different bracha b'nei b'zaydus. But since you made the wrong bracha, but the bracha that you made still did reference, or since cookies are baked after all, so they are somewhat like bread, so it works. So again, if you ate bread and you said the wrong bracha, you thought it was b'zaydus bread and you said b'zaydus, it was really habaytzi, that works because bread is also called grain, and vice versa. If you had baked goods and you said habaytzi lechem min haaretz, which refers to bread, that also works. But if you were having pasta, which is not even baked, it's cooked, and you said hamotzi lechem min haaretz, thank you Hashem for the bread, when you're busy eating some jungle oats or pasta or cereal, hot cereal, then the bracha does not work. Then you would need to make another bracha. Okay, that's the first three. That's all as far as foods that are made with the 5 grains: wheat, barley, spelt, oats, or rye. What happens if you ate grapes, and instead of saying the regular bracha that you say on grapes, which is borei pri ha'etz, the bracha that you make on all fruits, you made the bracha that you make on wine. Now wine is called, if you translate the bracha, borei pri ha'gafen, it means creator of fruits of the vine. So although it wasn't the appropriate bracha, because the rabbis instituted that bracha specifically on grape juice or wine and not on grapes, since after all, grapes are fruits of the vine, if you did make a borei pri ha'gafen on grapes, then after the fact it works. You don't need to make another bracha. Also the after bracha, if instead of saying the regular after bracha on grapes, which is al ha'etz, you said al ha'gafen, again you mentioned the bracha for wine, the after bracha for wine instead of the after bracha for grapes, it still works because the after bracha on wine makes reference to grapes as well. Okay, now that was all as far as bread, cookies, pasta, grapes. What about fruits and vegetables? Okay. So if you are eating a fruit of the tree and you said the bracha for vegetables, you said a Boirei Pri Adama on a fruit, then after the fact it works. Why? Because as we mentioned, fruits of the tree also grow on the ground, because trees also grow on the ground. So the fruits of the trees also come from the ground. But in the opposite, if you ate a vegetable and you said, thank Boirei Pri Ha'etz, the creator of fruits of the tree, when you've eaten a vegetable, vegetables do not come from trees, and therefore the bracha will not work. Now, since saying a vegetable bracha on a fruit works, but saying a fruit bracha on a vegetable does not work, therefore whenever you have a fruit and you're actually not sure if it's considered a fruit or a vegetable, and there's no way to find out, then you would make the bracha Boirei Pri Ha'adama. Okay. A few more points on this. Please God, we will conclude this section tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining and wishing you a wonderful afternoon. Any questions?